and rumor regarding his ill health and incapacity and rate of him not being able to manage his current health, but he proved everyone wrong following recent rumors of his alleged death. He was welcomed at the tarmac at the Yaoundé Simalen International Airport by the Director of Civil Cabinet at the Presidency of the Republic, Samuel Vondo Ayolo, alongside the Secretary General of the Presidency of the Republic, Ferdinand Gongo. That was how it happened today, this evening in Yaoundé. We now move on to different news item. Now we take you to one of our lead stories, as earlier mentioned. 21st October 2016 and 21st October 2024. It's exactly 8 years after the train derailment that took place in the town of Ezeka in the central region of Cameroon, following the collapse of a bridge linking the cities of Yaoundé and Douala respectively, that led to an influx of travelers who went to the train station so as to get to their destination. This led to the adding of wagons to the train that saw a catastrophic end, as our reporter has more.
1 p.m. West African time, destination is Zeka, Central Region of Cameroon. On October 21, 2016, Cameroonians and the world at large are shocked on the train derailment that claimed 79 lives, leaving 551 others injured. 8 years down the road, the investigations opened by the government is still in progress with no concrete result. The derailment that shows the mishap on the Cameroonian communication part, as the British Broadcasting Corporation (BBC) was the first to report on the accident, whereby then Minister of Communication and Government spokesperson Issa Chiroma Bakari refuted such reports on the airwaves of CRTV for Le Journal du 13 on the radio. The train that was traveling between the country's two largest cities left the track for unknown reason as she overturned. Emergency services quickly rushed to the scene near the Ezeka train station, some 120 kilometers west from Yaoundé. The train that was overcrowded due to the collapse of a bridge linking Douala and Yaoundé saw additional wagons being put in place for ease movement of persons. It was unclear if the said additional wagons played any role in the accident. 8 years later, survivors and victims' families who haven't seen the bodies of their loved one are asking for government for clear answers.
Moi, mon souci aujourd'hui, où est passée mon épouse? Dans l'hypothèse du décès, où est passé son corps? Et si elle n'est pas décédée, où est-ce qu'elle est partie? Comment elle la retrouver? C'est ça mon problème.
The government, on her part, disbursed 1 billion CFA francs to victims, while a government mixed commission for investigation was opened to dig deep into this tragic story faced by the French logistic company Bolloré, who bought Camrail.
Moving on to scientific reporting now, where scientists of the coral reefs are worried on the constant change of the said water in the coral reef, as some of the scientists are attributing this change as a result of the adverse effects of climate change. But this special ecosystem that embodies one of nature's most sacred places is one that many say needs to be preserved with all caution, so as to avert unforeseen circumstances that can be a cause to catastrophe to humanity. Aisha Mben is our lady on that story.
Scientists at the world's top coral reef monitoring body warned on Monday, April 15, 2024, that the health of the world's coral has significantly deteriorated. Experts from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) and International Coral Reef Initiative (ICRI) said that the coral reef bleaching across at least 53 countries, territories or local economies has been confirmed from February 2023 to now.
Currently, more than 54% of the reef areas around the globe have experienced bleaching level heat stress in the last year. And that number is growing by about 1% per week. So the previous record was 56% of the reef areas experienced bleaching level heat stress during the third global coral bleaching event, which took place from 2014 to 2017. So this event is likely to become more spatially extensive than that event within the next couple of weeks.
Coral reefs are important ecosystems that sustain underwater life, protect biodiversity, and slow erosion. They also support local economies through tourism. This year's bleaching follows the declaration that 2023 was the hottest year on record. Bleaching happens when stressed coral expel the algae that are their food source and give them their color. This can result in coral death. Warming oceans are not good news for coral reefs.
Unfortunately, this problem won't go away until there is international cooperation to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. So this problem is only going to get worse as time goes on and the oceans continue to warm, unfortunately. So in the interim, one of the goals of the management and science community is to try to reduce all the additional stressors that might be impacting reefs.
Coral death can be avoided if the stress driving the bleaching diminishes. Coral can then recover, with reefs maintaining their biodiversity and continuing to provide the ecosystem services that we rely on. The International Coral Reef Initiative, a partnership of 101 international members, has developed strategies to increase the emphasis on their restoration, has incorporated resilience-based management practices into its 2018 strategy plan. But action must be taken now.
Beautiful reporting there done by Isham Beng. We now take you to the southwest region of Cameroon, where an advocacy meeting with the governor of the southwest region, Bernard Okalia Belai, and the governors forum and stakeholders in line of the National Immunization Days has been set rolling. The campaign that will be starting from the 24th of October will run through the 27th of October 2024, as the month will be dedicated for effective immunization against the various diseases like poliomyelitis and others that are predominantly common among children, as the governor alongside his stakeholders urge parents and guardians to cooperate with the different health experts that will be visiting places of worship, churches, schools and houses in the days ahead. Alice Lekelengwe Komi sat through that set event and now brought back the following package.
Cameroon, particularly the Ministry of Public Health, in making sure that the spread of the circulating poliomyelitis type 2 variant is limited, has organized the National Immunization Days against poliomyelitis. With regards to this, an advocacy meeting with the Governor's Office Forum and other stakeholders in preparation for this campaign has taken place in the southwest region.
We are organizing the second phase of the polio vaccination campaign, which is nationwide. It's a national program taking place in all 10 regions of Cameroon. It will run from the 24th to the 27th of October. This activity targets children 0 to 5 years. The strategies we are going to use to ensure that every child is met with this very important vaccine, we are going to have a team of vaccinators going door by door. We'll also have them in public places like churches, schools on Friday and Thursday, which are going to be school days. We'll also have them in motor parks, in mosques, all the public gathering places, we'll have them there.
The objective of this campaign, which is to start from October 24 to October 27, is to see that all children have been vaccinated and also to catch up with children who missed other vaccines.
So we encourage the public to make sure that the children does not miss to take this very important vaccine, so as to avoid this very complicated disease that they call polio that paralyzes children. It does not have a cure, but yet we can prevent it through vaccine.
Many stakeholders took up the responsibility to spread the message.
If we are here, it's because we are taking an engagement to see that we who are promoters of health this is dissipated. We have a diocesan rate with the Divine Mercy Radio and Television, which is going to serve as a media through which not only the Catholic Christians, but all those following us, they are sensitized on the importance of this vaccine.
It's a routine activity. We've been doing that this over the years, and after this meeting, I've taken an engagement to meet my quarterheads, to meet the pastors of my village, other women and men groups in the village, to inform them that there is a polio campaign for children 0 to 5 years.
Different strategies are going to be used.
And the strategies we are using so as to ensure that every target child 0 to 5 years should be met. We are using the strategies door to door. We visit public places like churches, parks. We also go to schools. We also vaccinate in our health facilities to be able to meet up with our targets.
Many other briefings are still ongoing, organized by the Southwest Delegation of Public Health to ensure effective response to this campaign from the Southwest population.
To our viewers in Cameroon and around the world, we are on to High Prime and we are coming to you live from our news studios here in High Television. We now move on to those news from the Southwest region still, where the Southwest Development Authority, SOWEDA, has empowered tomato farmers in the region to boost agricultural yields. This was during a donation exercise that took place at the courtyard of SOWEDA, where the said farmers were given pesticides, fungicides, fertilizers, and other farm inputs so as to make sure they stay competitive with their counterpart from the Northwest region and Western regions of Cameroon, and as such, making sure there is stable food supply in the Southwest region and the nation at large. As our reporter tells us more.
In staying true with one of our core values, the Southwest Development Authority, SOWEDA, is donating this consignment of farm inputs to tomato farmers in the region so as to boost productivity.
The situation of tomato production in the Southwest, I will tell you that it's very, very, very good. It is better than we were expecting, because as I was talking before, that
the giveaway exercise that unfolded at SOWEDA's courtyard saw tomato farmers who benefited from the previous donation who are now witnessing a remarkable increase in their output.
I'm blessing. I work tomatoes in Tiko, and this is not the first time I'm receiving inputs here in SOWEDA. The first time I received, I was just cultivating just half a hectare, and it was mostly fertilizer, and there were fertilizers there that I've never used before. So when I used the fertilizer, I discovered that the size of my tomatoes increased and the production was so good.
FACO's divisional officer for the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development believes such gesture is a life change.
Yeah, this is I did last year. When I get this request, I go down to the field to my sub-delegate and chief of food, tomatoes cultivated in FACO. We get those who are cultivated practically, not those who are going to start. We get them, and then the screen, because there are so many. So we have to get, they just need 30 here to get screen and screen, so that you get 30. We try as much as possible. If we were saying one or two people, just because maybe they are so tested when they put last year.
With the northwest and western regions of Cameroon that has been predominantly the tomato cultivation basins in the country, SOWEDA is now putting the southwest region on the map.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. That the production, the way it is being done in the southwest, is promising. So the future is bright, especially this time around. That I think this is the 4th year that SOWEDA is assisting these farmers, and I am also very happy that I have not seen regular faces. That is to say that more farmers are entering into it, and the delegates who are giving us these farmers to assist, they are not repeating the same farmer.
With this ritual done, the Southwest Development Authority insists on ensuring a stable food supply chain not only in the Southwest region but the nation at large.
Quite a remarkable gesture there done by the Southwest Development Authority so as to boost the food supply chain. And remaining with agriculture, this time around we'll be taking you to something different. That's colocasia, or popularly known as Edo Cocoyam, that that disappeared some years ago after the pest attack that attacked the Edo Cocoyam. That was in 2009. That saw the disappearance of the set, one of the set regular stables in the country. But a researcher in the town of Boya of Southwest region and team has been working nail and hammered so as to make sure that the stable supply of this food item become common in the common market, as there has been training farmers and other stakeholders in order to make sure the cultivation of Edo cocoa is veritable and visible in the Southwest region. These follows a come together or show that sets organization held in the town of Boya, with technicalities being shared with the different stakeholders. Nkongo Sharin was there and now reports.
Cameroon, particularly the Ministry of Public Health, in making sure that the spread of the circulating poliomyelitis type 2 variant is limited, has organized the National Immunization Days against poliomyelitis. With regards to this, an advocacy meeting with the Governor's Office Forum and other stakeholders in preparation for this campaign has taken place in the Southwest region.
We are organizing the second phase of the polio vaccination campaign, which is nationwide. It's a national program taking place in all 10 regions of Cameroon. It will run from the 24th to the 27th of October. This activity targets children 0 to 5 years. The strategies we are going to use to ensure that every child is met with this very important vaccine, we are going to have a team of vaccinators going door by door. We'll also have them in public places like churches, schools on Friday and Thursday, which are going to be school days. We'll also have them in motor parks, in mosques, all the public gathering places. Will have them there.
And we are deeply sorry for that mix-up there. We now move on to sports, and this time around we zoom into the son from Bati in the west region of Cameroon, Francis Ngannou, who the 38-year-old Cameroonian Francis Ngannou has been crowned as winner of the recent MMA fight between him and the Brazilian boxer Renan Ferrari, as Ngannou used just 3 minutes to defeat his opponent as he dedicates his victory to his late toddler son who died some weeks ago in the name of Kobe recently. Our sports lady is Alice Leke Liengu Ikome.
Last Saturday's fight at the Octagon in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, between Francis Ngannou and Renan Ferreira, as Ngannou took just 3 minutes to defeat his Brazilian opponent.
He's out! He's in big trouble! And he's down! And he is done! The king has returned!
The 38-year-old Cameroonian Francis Ngannou and 34-year-old Brazilian Renan Ferreira saw the son from Bati, who was born and bred in Boya, leaving the spectators and the world mesmerized with jaw-dropping performance.
For MMA, I knew that everything was still there. It was just about me being able to manage my emotion, deal with life separately, not mix up stuff. So that's basically what I was about. I've been working on. Sometime I don't know if my dream even has sense, but here we are. Thank you, guys.
With this tremendous victory, where he dedicates the new birth of his to the late son Kobe.
Right now, I don't know. I can't just think about anything than my son Kobe. I only take this fight because of him. I wanted to fight for him, about that, and I'm done. So I don't know. I hope they can remember his name, because without Kobe, we wouldn't be here tonight. I wouldn't have fight. But thank you everyone for.
Francis Ngannou is now focused for fights that await him in future.
And congratulations goes to Francis Ngannou for a remarkable performance over there in the Octagon in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And with that sports story done for us by Alice Leke Lengwe Comment, this is where we draw the curtains of tonight's newscast of High Prime on Monday, the 21st day of October 2024, with me, attending Larry Kevin Tabot. Thanks for watching and good night from our news studios.